All right, welcome. Basically, today we're just going to cover Power Lead system, just a few pointers in connecting Power Lead system to our Aweber to Power Lead system. I don't foresee this thing going any longer than 30 minutes, but that just depends on things. So if you have, if you are a Power Lead system user, you want to start looking at Aweber. I said usually around 3,000 leads. Other people say like around 1,500 leads. It really just depends on personal, I guess, personal personal email frequency, basically. So if you have around 1,500 leads with the Power Lead system, they set it up so that the default you can send out is 30,000 leads a month, or I'm sorry, 30,000 emails a month. So if you send, if you have 3,000 leads and you email once a day, that's 30,000 emails before they start charging you extra for email bandwidth or whatever it is you want to call it. And that also includes your autoresponders. So if you have 1,000 leads and you have 15 messages in your autoresponder, you take 1,000 times 15, that's pretty much at your limit right there. Matter of fact, let me figure that out. 1,000 times 15 is 15,000 emails. So that's half already. Just the autoresponder. And if you send personal email broadcasts, which I highly recommend you do, at that point in time, depending on how much you're emailing folks out, you'll start running into extra charges. If you have less than, I say 1,500. If you have less than 1,500 leads, I say anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000. If you have less than 3,000 leads, I wouldn't worry about getting Aweber. Once you start hitting that 3,000 number, 3,000 leads in your PLS, then it's time to upgrade to Aweber. And so I'm just going to cover a couple quick things on how to connect your Aweber to your Power Lead system. Also, a couple other things. Hello to the 2-3 people in the group. Actually, we got 12 on so far. Again, I don't foresee this thing going very long. Not a lot of people have Aweber yet. And again, 1,500 to 3,000 leads, then it's time to get Aweber. Until then, you do not want to nickel and dime yourself. You don't need that extra charge coming in because you won't be making the money necessarily to cover it. And you have to pardon me. I got coffee, I got a shake, and I got water here going. So we'll keep it moving here. So with that being said, I'm gonna just go into screen share mode. Also, if at any time I lose, my internet stops working or whatever, just hit me on Facebook or, send me a message or something, and hopefully I'll get to it. So also, I'm going to try to keep this generic, but I do have a couple of sales funnels that I'm going to talk about just for the sake of an example. But just understand that this applies to any share code, any sales funnel. It doesn't necessarily matter what it is. So that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and go into screen share mode, and we'll just basically kick this thing off. Also, I do want folks to get that again, trying to keep this generic, but I have to talk about different things to show you how this works. Also, there's other tutorials on Aweber. if any question you have on Aweber, you can go ahead and type it into YouTube, and odds are you'll find some content answering that question. Also, one thing I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was. I guess it'll come back to me here in a little bit. But again, you want to go through as much of this as possible on your own. The more you kind of click around and go through the different things, click on help, just kind of click around, you'll basically kind of find everything you need here in the back office of your Aweber. But again, this is more so how to connect it to the Power Lead system. What I'm also going to do is a little distracted here. I'm actually just looking at my numbers here. But basically, this right here is the back office of Power Lead system. Now, odds are, let me just go back here to the Hangout because I want to say a couple other things. Most of us on here, I'm sure, have share codes. So that's where the majority of this Hangout is going to focus, on the share codes and actually connecting the share code to Aweber, to an Aweber list, and then basically the whole idea is when someone opts into your Power Lead system capture page, they see your Power Lead system videos, whether it's talking about Power Lead system or any other business, but that lead, that email address will get stored in your Aweber account instead of your Power Lead system account. So that's the whole idea. And again, once you get to around 1,500 to 3,000 leads in your Power Lead system database, that's when you want to start looking at using Aweber. And also, I'm going to answer your question, Gabrielle. The transferring leads, I suggest just keeping if you have 3,000 leads and then you got Aweber, I would just keep the 3,000 leads in your Power Lead system and then start storing, 3,001 leads in your Aweber, and then just basically log into PLS, email your PLS leads, and then log into Aweber and email your Aweber leads. But you could download them, but I'm not really going to get too in the weeds with that. So that being said, I'm going to go back to screen share mode, get organized here and get this thing going. So this right here is the back office of Power Lead system. Obviously, we all know how to do share codes. I'm hoping we all have imported domains and different things like that. I'm hoping. So when I'm going to just go ahead and show a couple things here. I was trying to keep personal information private, but there's no real way of doing this. What I'm doing is clicking on contacts. This is my PLS, and I'm clicking on tools. Now, this is where I get those numbers. Hopefully you see it on my screen. Normal email limit, 30,000. Email sent, 29,300. And then, I have 633 emails to send. Total contact records, that means leads, 51,275. Now, what I have found is that Power Lead system will actually save your lead, but whenever you have it connected to your Aweber, that's where you basically save your lead in two different spots. What's happening with me right now is I'm using a Power Lead system capture page, and then when people put in their email address, Power Lead system saves that email address. But I have the emails within Power Lead system turned off and my emails for Aweber turned on. So hopefully that makes sense, because you want to email your leads from Aweber instead of Power Lead system. But just understand that all of your leads will eventually basically get saved here within Power Lead system as well. And this is where I got that 30,000 number from. 30,000 email is your normal email limit. Once you go above this number, Power Lead system will actually charge you, not for the autoresponder messages, but for the personal broadcast messages you send. It'll have a little option saying, you know, you agree to pay this extra amount to send these extra emails for this month. And it resets every single month. Today's June 7th, and my thing resets June 11th. So June 11th, this will go down to 0. And then my available to send now will go back up to 30,000. So hopefully that makes sense. This is why eventually you want to get out of Power Lead system and use Aweber. Power Lead system is the beginning, you know, for the beginner. Get the copy and paste marketing system right now. Get your system up and running right now. But then once you get around 3,000 leads, that's when you want to do like the big boys and get an Aweber account. So, again, hopefully we all understand how to use share codes and how to set them up. And we all know what programs I'm in. So please understand, I'm not trying to talk about any particular system. What I'm trying to do is just show you how the whole thing works. So what I'm going to do right now is go under my domains, just so you can see an example of systems. And don't really look at my stuff because some of my stuff's a little unorganized. I'm doing a whole bunch of different things to my list, but I think I actually deleted some of these as well. So, but here you have my emails. I'm going to use this 24/7 viral cache as an example. So that right there, the 24/7 viral cache funnel just sells Power Lead system. And this is a perfect example. I got this domain linked to my 24/7 viral cache lead capture page, and I have it linked to my Power Lead system autoresponder campaign. So when somebody goes to my 24/7 viral cache page and they put in their email is going to get stored within Power Lead system, and they're going to get emails from Power Lead system. Okay. So I'm promoting viral cache. I'm doing Rob Frazier's perpetual traffic plan. I'm buying ad packs. I'm buying solo ads. I'm spamming the crap out of Facebook. I'm spamming LinkedIn. I'm spamming my family and friends. I make connections with people on Facebook and I'm spamming my link. Hope you know that's my dry sense of humor going. But, you know, I'm promoting 24/7 viral cache and I got around 3,000 leads. Now it's time to get Aweber so I can start storing those leads within Aweber. Also, all of the leads that I got up till now are going to be stored within Power Lead system. So, and what we're going to talk about for this hangout is this 24/7 viral cache and using this as an example. Here, websites, domains, and I clicked on view all domains. And this is where you get to this screen where you can kind of see an overview of your whole funnel. We got the 24/7 viral cache domain, the sales page, and the email campaign. Now, I want to change this to an Aweber list. So what do I got to do? I got to first, you know, create an Aweber account. Not really going to go into the specifics on the how-tos with Aweber. But again, you create an Aweber account if you haven't already done so. And actually, you know, it's been so long since I actually made a new list. You might have to bear with me just a little bit here. But what I did was click on Manage List. And right here is where you will create a list. You click on Manage List. You click on Create a List. And basically, it's going to run you through the step-by-step on how to, you know, create an email list. In this example, I've already created 24/7 PLS and traffic. This list is this is what I want to connect to my 24/7 viral cache domain. So we see that here. We see that here. And actually, just for the sake of, going through this example, I'm going to just show you what this looks like. But just understand, I already have this list created. Aweber sometimes changes stuff, so it may look a little different when you actually go through and create your own new list. But it's real simple. Once you hit create a new list, you just put in all your information. Again, it's self-explanatory, and I'm not going to sit here and insult people's intelligence. But when you create a new list, just make sure you just read through all of this information. I don't feel like I should have to explain that, because when you're clicking through this, you'll see what to put where. You describe your list, all about PLS. You could talk about what your folks are going to get. You are going to learn how I'm using PLS. Again, not really going to get into the difference, because you will customize this for whatever it is how you want to apply this. One thing I will say, confirm your subscription. I always turn this off, but when you're creating your list, you're going to have to, leave this on here. Approve your confirmation message. What a confirmation message is, if someone puts their name into their email into my capture page, they won't get the information until they go to their email and then they click confirm. As marketers, I don't suggest doing that, because you'll hardly ever get any leads. Here you can edit that particular message. Again, not really going to cover how to do all that, because again, you can click through these screens and find them out yourself. But after you create your list, it's going to be right here. You see all about PLS. So I'm going to show you a couple more things, and then I'm going to go back to talking about my 24/7 list right here. Once you have your list here created, you see my example, all about PLS. All you simply do is go up and you click on Manage List. You come down here, you actually click on the list. Now, this is where you want to, remember I was talking about that confirmed opt-in. The confirmed opt-in, this is where you click on confirmed opt-in and you turn it off. Turn it off. We strongly suggest you keep it on. Turn it off. Turn it off. Basically, click save, because everything else will be taken care of by Power Lead System. Now you go back up here to the basic settings. Now, you can go in here and personalize, customize it. I'm not really going to get into that. The thing I want to show you, whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing, is this right here. This code, this unique list ID. We see this unique list ID. Again, how we find that is, again, once on our main screen, we click on Manage List. We find the list that we're using. You click on it. And this AW list and the little numbers there, that is what we need for the Power Lead System. That's going to tell the Power Lead System which list to basically put that lead on and what emails to send that lead. Also here, when you hover over, when you have your current list all about PLS selected, you go to messages, you click on legacy follow-up series. This is where you put your personal emails. You can, again, not going to go into it, but this is where you basically build your emails. I always use plain text. Some people use the HTML editor. It's just like typing up an email. You click on, I'm not really going to get into it. One thing I suggest doing is when you do matter of fact, I'm going to go back to the Hangout for a second. When you do get your Aweber account, right? You're hopefully you're tracking so far. When you do get your Aweber account, you want to take all of the emails within Power Lead system, and I'll show you where they are. That's connected with that funnel. And you want to put those emails in your Aweber on that screen I was just at. You have your list name selected at the top. You go to the legacy follow-up series. That's where you want to put those Power Lead system emails. And you want to edit them so they sound like you. You can take those same, that's what I do. I take those same emails and I put my words in it. I say the email how I would type it, and then I put them on my Aweber. Some people do campaign sharing. I sometimes do that, but it's more effective to take the copy and paste emails from Power Lead system, put them in Aweber, and put your spin on them. Because if everybody is buying traffic from the same person and everybody has those same exact copy and paste emails, what makes a lead join me or you or anybody? So you want to add your personalization to those emails, and that's that extra that Aweber allows you to do. So I'm gonna go back to screen share. But again, where you have your list selected, this is where you create those messages. I'm gonna go to my 24/7 PLS and traffic list so you can see what it looks like. Some of you may be getting these same emails, some of you may not, but this is how, and I edit these. But again, I use the plain text. I go in there and I just type in my stories. If you're on my email list, you'll probably be getting these same exact emails. I just have 7 saved. And then the rest of the time I'm sending email broadcast. So very, very simple. I'm going to go back to manage list. I'm going to go to my 24/7 PLS and traffic list to get that Aweber code. So this code is what you want. And I'm going to just copy it. Now, this code, when you copy the code, you want to make sure you copy it and not any extra space. For some reason, the stupid website is super fickle. If I do this, hopefully you catch that, because it took me a while to figure this out. You see that? Now compare that to this. I'm going to do it again because some of you probably like, what the hell is he talking about? I copy the code and I have this extra space after the 1. If I copy that and paste that within Power Lead system, it will not work. See that? Now compare that to this one. Hopefully you get that. I'm not going to go over it again, but just copy the exact code and try not to get any extra spaces, because for some reason it doesn't work in Power Lead system when you do that. So that's just something to really make sure you pay attention to. It's a pain in the ass, and it took me a long ass time to figure that out when I wasn't getting my own emails from my autoresponder. So make sure you just copy the code, nothing more. And it's very simple. Go back here to Power Lead system, click on websites, or you can actually click here on the domain here to work on it. But I'm going to just go back to the website so you can see what it looks like. You find your subdomain. I'm using the 24/7 viral cache subdomain. Have it selected. Waiting on my super fast internet to connect. Obviously, I have my 24/7 viral cache funnel selected. If I want to use any of the other capture pages, I'll scroll down and find them. I'm not really going to go down to it, but I want this capture page. I'm going to click Save My Choice. Now, this next screen, this is where you want to paste in this code. So we see this code, my AW list, whatever, 871. That's where you want to paste here. Sometimes it may be on do not use Aweber, but you want to use Aweber, so that's where you click here and you paste in that code. Also, paste in that code. Sometimes you may not see this screen. Sometimes you will, but since this screen is here, I'm gonna just go through the steps. But sometimes you'll go through this thing and you will not see this screen here, and I'll show you how to get around that as well. You just simply click Submit. Now, it says setup complete, but it's not. Right now, if somebody goes to this page and put in their email address, they're going to get emails from Aweber, and they're going to get emails from Power Lead System, because I did not turn my Power Lead System emails off. How do I know that? Websites, domains, view all domains. There's a lot of other marketers. I check their stuff and I get emails from their Aweber and I get emails from their Power Lead System because they did not do this step. So you see here, 24/7 viral cache, 24/7 lead capture page, 24/7 viral cache autoresponder. That's the PLS autoresponder. I want to have that say do not send campaign. So I click here on survey campaign. I find my domain, 24/7 viral cache. Here is that email. Again, this is the Power Lead System email. I want to select do not send a campaign. Then I click I choose this campaign. Why? Because I have it connected to my Aweber. Now, I'm going to click on see an overview of all your domains in their settings, or I can go websites, domains, view all domains. It takes you to the same place. Now, 24/7 viral cache, 24/7 viral cache lead capture page, survey campaign, do not send campaign. We see that, right? Now, if somebody goes to this capture page, put in their email, the lead is going to get stored here in Power Lead System, and it's going to get stored here in my Aweber, but the only emails they will get will be my Aweber emails. And that is what you want. So I'm going to go back here to my Hangout. Does that make sense? And Blake said to hit the nail right on the head. Make sure you check it. You opt in. After you do those steps, you should only get emails from Aweber instead of Aweber and Power Lead System. So, and that's really it. From there, you want to get in Aweber and you want to start sending out, sending out your daily broadcasts and things like that, which I'm going to talk about here in a couple seconds. Then I'm end up wrapping up this Hangout. So hopefully we saw that. So yeah, the blue line continues after the number. When you copy that and paste that number, and if that little blue space goes, that extra space after the number, it's not going to work. And you'll be wanting to throw your computer through the wall. That stupid little thing affects it. I don't know why, but again, I'm just scrolling down to see if people were halfway paying attention or goofing off during the Hangout. So when if you miss anything, just go back and rewatch it. I covered all the wickets. If you miss, if you again, just go back and check out this hangout again. But yeah, I covered all the wickets, and if you just follow all those steps, you'll be good. So only other thing is I'm gonna go back into my screen share, talk about sending out a broadcast. You know, now that you got your leads here in your Aweber, very, very simple. You select the list you want to send out a broadcast, 24/7 PLS and traffic that's what I call it. You'll see other email broadcasts you send out. You can see different emails that I sent out. You can see my high-ass bounce rate. Very, very simple. You want to send out a broadcast, create message. I go to plain text. You go to plain text or HTML editor. It's the same exact thing. But it's just, just as simple as typing an email. And again, I'm not really going to get into the details here because you can see it for yourself. You type in a title, you type in some text here. Just put some title, some text, and also you can send whatever link you want to send here. I'm gonna get my 24/7 viral cache link. Pick the link. You can, when you do the HTML head, the other editor, you can actually hyperlink, the text right here. But again, you can click around and find out how to do that. You type in an email, you type in some stuff, you put in the link there. You can put in your new programs link there. So if you join a new program or whatever the case may be, you want to email it out to your list. There it is. There's my crappy email I just threw together. Very, very simple. Send options, schedule a broadcast. You can send a test email to yourself. You can also add it to your email follow-up series. Again, not really going to get into that because, again, it's really self-explanatory. If you just come here and just start clicking through the things, you'll see exactly how to add it to your follow-up series. You'll see exactly how to send a test email. I'm going to just click on schedule broadcast. If you have your Facebook and Twitter connected, you can post it on your Facebook wall. You can post it on your Twitter wall. I'm not going to do that because it was just a little crazy example here. You can select the list. I can send this to my whole email database or not. I can just send it to my one list right there. Click apply. When do you want to send it? Send it immediately. Again, self-explanatory. You can send it, I want to send this email on the 23rd of June at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I just click apply. And then the only thing I do here is just click schedule. And then I'm done. I'm not going to actually do that because I'm not going to send this email. Just go ahead and delete it because, again, that was just a quick example. So going back to the Hangout, I'm going to just a couple quick things. When you're sending out an email broadcast, you want to tell your personal story. There's a guy asked me earlier today, I don't know what this. He was basically asking, I don't know what to send my list. And it's like, okay, right now, your email list is being marketed to by every other marketer out there in the world. So you want to email your personal story. You want to tell about your progress. If you made any money, you want to share that with your list and tell your list, hey, I'm a real person. I'm here to help you. I have training, whatever. We can learn this thing together. You want to keep reaching out to your list. Don't be afraid to send emails. Who cares if people unsubscribe? Screw them. They weren't going to join anything anyway. So you want to, just think about how often you would like to get an email from a marketer and just apply that to your list. Imagine these are real people, real flesh and blood people. Don't just rely on the autoresponders. You want to get in there and start sending out emails. Include pictures. Send a picture of yourself, maybe of your family. I don't really like sharing too many family pictures, but it's each person, you need to develop your own voice when it comes to that. So you want to make sure you're emailing, you're connecting, you're telling your story. And Aweber is how you do it. When you join a new offer, just send them the new sales page. You don't need a new funnel just for any new offer. You know, I annoy people on my list all the time. I join something new and I'll send it to everybody. They have the option of joining or they have the option of not joining. Who gives a crap? You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll blast my whole list. If I join something new and I think it's worthwhile, I'll blast my whole list. You know, you got to get away from this sales funnel is just for this offer and that sales funnel is just for that offer. Kind of start unplugging from that line of thinking. That's kind of getting old and outdated, if you will. You know, you got to think of yourself as your own personal little brand. And within your own personal little brand, you have, you know, some offers over here, some offers over there. You know, you don't want to join too many offers, but hopefully you kind of get my idea there. See a question, do you attach your contacts to each list separately? Really don't know what you mean by that. What I do within Aweber, this is an advanced thing. If they're on one list and they sign up to another list, they will automatically get deleted from the first list. And that's under list automation. I'm probably going to be doing an advanced Aweber hangout, and that I may cover that then. Just depends on how much feedback I get from that. Or I might just do a video and throw it up on YouTube. So what that is you have two different email lists. Say you have one, you know, say you're doing a 24/7 viral cash funnel, and then another one you're promoting traffic monsoon. If that same lead on your 24/7 viral cash funnel opts into your traffic monsoon list, Aweber will delete them from the one list and put them on the other one if you set it up that way. But if not, they're going to get emails from both lists, and they're going to get inundated with emails, and then they're going to get mad, and then they're going to unsubscribe. I know, because that happens to me. I'll send out one offer, people won't join. I'll send out another offer, then I'll get an email. Hey, Rob, you're promoting 20 different things. And it's just like, okay, ass, you didn't join any one of them. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's a little advanced. Just, I wanted to keep it basic for now. But I'll cover that in a little bit. I'm seeing if there's any other questions. If there's no other questions, I'll go ahead and wrap up this hangout. I got like 3 hangouts scheduled this week, so I'm kind of wearing myself out doing this thing. I'm just scrolling down, see if there's any other questions or anything. But just a couple things on email marketing. Connect as a person. Just imagine these are real people you're talking to, because they are. And just be a person. Don't be a jerk. Hey, join this business. Greatest, best business. People don't want to hear that, you know. So when I was using Aweber, I signed up for PLS and sent myself a BOP offer. Aweber said it was already subscribed and never got to the sales page. Well, if you opt into your own list and you opt into your list again, Aweber is going to tell you you're already subscribed to that same newsletter. So you want to go in and delete yourself off of that list. And then also another thing, I'll cover that, and this will kind of answer your question there, Gabrielle. I'm going back into screen share. And I'm talking a little fast, but again, just go back and rewatch the hangout, if you will. And also, you see my bounce rate, and this is a little high because I didn't clean my list before I sent it out. Here's what happens. The bounce rate. You see that bounce, 20? So out of the emails, 810 people opened it, 231 clicked, and then 20 bounced, and then 4 jackasses complained. So you always get someone who complains. Who gives a crap? So how do you keep this number low? This number you'll always have some jerk off who complains because their dumbass opted into your capture page, and then they're going to complain about getting emails from you that they opted into. But you can't really do anything about that. but this number you can. So I'm gonna click on show more just so you can kind of see my bounce rate here. See that 29? That's a little high. But you see here, 9, 3, 1, 0. So from 2,000 people who opened my email, 317 clicked, 0 bounces, 0 complaints. You want to keep that bounce number low. The reason why this number is high, 9 to 29, is because I didn't clean my list. How do you clean your list? Just like this. Subscribers, so you have your list selected. Subscribers, manage subscribers. You want to do this fairly often. Now, very simple. You click on unsubscribed. You click there and you delete them because they're already unsubscribed, but you're still paying for them while they're here wasting space. So you delete. Also, undeliverable, right underneath unsubscribed. Undeliverable. Sometimes you will get emails, and those are the bounces. Now, Aweber had an issue with Hotmail, and that every single Hotmail email address was marked as undeliverable. Aweber has fixed it. But those bounces, you want to keep your bounce rate low. If your bounces are high, Aweber will shut your account down. I'm gonna go to another email list, and hopefully I'll get some undeliverables so you can see how that works. The unsubscribes, you want to delete them because they already unsubscribed. They're not going to join. They're not going to join. Who gives a crap? So I'm gonna click on unsubscribed. I'm gonna do, I got 34 people unsubscribed. So I'm gonna just delete them off my list. Delete, delete, delete. Undeliverable. Now, this is where people put in fake emails. Some of these emails may be real, but let's see. We see, sometimes you'll get upyours@gmail.com, F you, yeah, right, crazy letters, YHFTV, you'll get, I don't know, that could be a real email, but for some reason, Aweber has it marked as a fake or, undeliverable email. You'll get some crap here. Just go ahead and delete them. Delete your undeliverables because this is what's causing that bounce number. If you do not delete your undeliverables, that is what's causing that bounce rate to be high. That's what I do. Also, an advanced thing I do is actually you can go through here and find out the last email they opened. And what I'll do is delete people who haven't opened any of my emails for the last 3 months. For here, I'll go into no opens. So I'll find people who have not opened an email from me, and I'll go back 3 months. So if someone hasn't opened my email since March 1st, which is probably a lot of people because I haven't done this in a while, I'll delete all those folks off my list too. Now, why do you get a high bounce rate? Why do you get fake emails? Sometimes solo ad sellers will sell you some fake emails. They get fake emails. Well, it's not fake emails. They'll get real emails, but they're not confirmed, or they're abandoned email addresses, and then you'll buy solo ad from this person, and then 50% of those clicks will be those fake emails, and 50% of those clicks will be real emails. And so, it's just what people do. I mean, I don't know if everyone, I don't think everyone does it, but again, people do that. If you follow my perpetual traffic plan, you're using profits from another company to pay for your solo ads any which way. So in the long run, does it really make a difference? No. That's why I say slam traffic, because your numbers will make up for the fake emails, the undeliverable emails, the crap that solo ad, unscrupulous solo ad vendors may do. So that's why, you know, I am the way I am when I say just slam traffic, because you'll get more numbers, and the higher numbers you get, the more real people will actually end up joining you over time. So hopefully that makes sense. But you want to keep your Aweber list clean. You want to delete the undeliverables. You want to delete the unsubscribes, and then send your email broadcast, because then you know it's getting to real people. And don't be afraid to do that. I had my email list up to like 50,000, and I went down to 30,000 from deleting all the people who were fake, didn't open my emails, that kind of thing. So hopefully that makes sense. This happened to me with one of your offers, advanced training. It happened to Bill McCrae. Yeah, Bill has a few things talking about that. Just go in and clean your list. You know, I call it, some people call it cleaning your list, scrubbing your list. You know, just delete those people. Don't be afraid to delete them either. You know, some people are like, oh my gosh, I got 100 leads. Now I'm gonna get down to 50. Who cares? Just you want to keep your Aweber account in good standing as long as possible, because that's where you make the most money, from that Aweber account. I join a new offer, I can blast it out through my Aweber, and then, you know, have people signing up in the new offer just from there. Scrolling down, this happened. I'm trying to see what Gabrielle's talking about. This happened to me with one of your offers too. I don't understand what that means. It's the autoresponder and the leads. It has nothing to do with the offers. But I think I answered most people here, most questions. This video will automatically go to my other YouTube channel. If you go to my Traffic 101 Facebook group, and go through the pinned post, my YouTube channel that all of my Hangouts are uploaded to will be in that pinned post, and you can just go there and find this Hangout if you miss it, or if somebody else is asking for it that you know of. Yes. Also, Blake, yeah, Traffic 101. I may redo that video. I may redo that Hangout just to make it more to the point. But that Traffic 101, that is how to write a solo ad that's not connected to any one offer. And you can use those same concepts for your emails, because it's the same thing. You want to tell your story in a short as form as possible. You don't want to tell your whole life story. And then, you just want, your email subject line, just so people will open the email. And then in the email, you tell just enough of a story to get folks to click on a link. That's it. You don't talk all about the program. Some people are like, yeah, this is the best program. It has this and this and that. And they tell you the whole pitch in the email. So why would you need to click on the link? Let the link do the work. You see what I'm saying? You just bridge the gap between, curiosity and getting folks to click. Life story, people. I just tell a small portion of, life story. Hey, Rob Frazier, I was broke. Now I'm making cash, blah, blah, blah. Here's the business. Click the link. I kind of glossing over it, but you get the idea. See a question about uploading YouTube videos, wrong Hangout. If you want more views on your YouTube video, just put more videos out there and share them in more places. Just that simple. Inability to get in because I was already on your list. I think we're opting into another offer of mine. I play around my list all times, and sometimes I forget. Sometimes I connect them to the wrong thing, but still, get the lead. And once you get the lead, you can email them anything. If you're promoting the Leaders League 360, and you accidentally have it connected to your Power Lead system autoresponder, you still got the lead. Just explain it to the lead. Hey, you opted in. We're learning about this offer, but this is the offer that I'm promoting. Whatever. Just explain it. Just be real with people. That's the number one thing. If you are real and you just be honest with people, people will, all right, and they'll be more accepting of you. So, this is that deeper, marketing lessons here. Just be real. Tell your story. Hey, I jacked up my Aweber list, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Some marketer on your email list will open your email and read how you messed up your Aweber list or whatever. Just be real. You don't, need to be super crazy. I think that's about it. No more questions here. Also, yeah, how to get more views on your YouTube channel. So there's wrong hangout for that, but just shoot more videos and share it at more places. And underneath every single YouTube video, this is something I still screw up because I forget. Put a link to your capture page, your 24/7 viral cash capture page underneath that video, or whatever business you're promoting underneath all your videos. And then again, email your folks. Also, email your videos to your leads. Whenever you make an email or a broadcast, whenever you make a new video, take that video, dump it in your Aweber, and send it to your Aweber list. And then send it to your Power Lead system list. That's how you get more views. That's how you get more subscribers. That's how you get more people seeing your offer, hearing your story, and following your progress. That's what I do. I send, I do an update, and I'll send it to my email list, and I just keep hammering them. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to end up hanging if we went 52 minutes. I was supposed to only go half hour, but I get long-winded answering questions. But yeah, my hangout tomorrow will be just basic Power Lead system again. And then on Friday, I'll be talking traffic, just kind of reviewing what I already covered as well. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. The hangout, if you're getting the emails through Webinar Jam, this hangout may expire, the ability for people to see it, but just go to my YouTube channel, go to my Traffic 101 Facebook group, go on the pin post at the bottom. You'll see my matter of fact, I'm going to pull up that group and I'm going to put it in the comments. But that group, that Traffic 101 group, that's where I'm talking my new perpetual traffic plan. That's where I'm going to, start putting my focus on. Not leaving Traffic Monsoon. I just want to create a more generic traffic-centered group and use that. And I don't know if Scott's trolling or not, but if you got to resort to trolling, that's pretty sad. Just watch the fucking hangout and learn what the hell it is you need to do. If you have another hangout, go promote it on your own shit. I'll call your happy ass out and whatever. I don't do business that way. I don't show up on other hangouts and promote other people's shit. I'm doing generic hangouts to help people. So if people want to come on here and be assholes, well, then everyone else knows exactly what not to do. So don't be an asshole. Don't troll. Don't put comments in Facebook comments. Don't be an asshole. Just be a normal person. And that's the difference. That's the difference in income too. People wonder, why I'm an asshole to certain people. No, I'm an asshole to assholes. You got a lot of jerk assholes making no money trying to explain or market or do some other kind of crap. And it's just, you don't need to do that stuff. Be ethical, be honest, be yourself, and that'll get you a lot further than all of the other bull crap. The commenting, the trolling, the putting your links into Facebook groups and all that kind of stuff. Shit don't work. Any which way. Wrapping this hangout up. That all my hangouts will be in that Traffic 101 group. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that link again in the comments, and I'm going to wrap this hangout up. All right. We will see you on Tuesday.